Happy Christmas, happy East, happy autumn, happy Middlemas, everybody. Happy Christmas, everybody, to you. I'd like to wish everybody happy Christmas this year of 2017, going on 2018. From there to here, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
He's a real nowhere man, living in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Magic Christian, Magic Christian, Magic Christian, Magic Christian. Just a plug for the film, Ken. Try and leave it on.
Well now, Jasper, we have to go to the shop and buy matches, candles, and buns. How will we remember, Pudgy? Well, I'll keep saying to myself, matches. You keep saying to yourself, candles. Then we won't have to write it down. We'll remember. Who'll remember the buns, Pudgy? We both will, Jasper. Are you ready? Matches, candles, matches, candles, matches, candles, matches, candles. Well, good King Wenceslas looked down on the feast of Stephen, when the snow was on the ground, deep and crisp and even.
Thank you, Ringo. Thank you, Ringo. We'll phone you. I'm George Harrison.
Crimmel, maybe, and I'll hand you to Joe, who'll speak to you now! Thank you, John. Thank you. Hi there. Now, I'm doing my George Harrison impression, and I've been trying to do some of the Christmas Beatles messages, dialogue, best I could remember them just from my memory, just to gear up for this, which just came in the mail today. I've been waiting for this, and first day release, Beatles box set. So let's waste no time and open it. I'm glad I got it fairly early in the day, and looks to be well packaged. Let's make sure that it is, shall we? Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd do a little vignette at the beginning there. Try to do some of the beloved recreations of some Beatles Christmas messages that we've all come to know and love. Well, I can say one thing, folks. As anxious as I am to see this, it's packaged very well. So, if I got some of the words wrong on the little vignettes that I did, sorry about that. Okay, look at this. And I want to say something about this as I prepare to show it for the first time. And it's looking pretty good. There it is. Oh, screen down. Happy Christmas, Beatle people. First ever release of the Beatles Fan Club messages. Limited release, 7-inch colored vinyl discs. And I want to thank one of my viewers, Mark P. He was so nice that he did me a very nice Christmas gesture and actually sent me a gift card for Amazon that I could get this. So it's a gift to me from Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. I already thanked him personally. I'd like to thank him personally, but I just haven't a pen. I'm doing all this dialogue now from the Beatles. Let's open it up. Let's examine it. I've had my share of vinyl community love train gifts here in the vinyl community, the VCLT for short, but nothing as extravagant as this, so thanks so much. I don't know what else to say. This is a nice little set, packaged really wonderfully, and I can't wait to share the first time look with you out there. It opens up with the booklet from the official Beatles fan club. For those watching who don't know what these are, as I say, these have never been released officially. They've been available on bootlegs for many, many decades. Every year between 1963 and 1969, members of the Beatles fan club would receive a special greetings message with the Beatles singing a few little ditties. No really complete songs, but just some fun, nice pictures here. Fun little segments of musical bits that they did. And they would joke around. They were kind of copying the Goons, and who they admired very much, and very British humor, you know, and Peter Sellers type stuff. And they kind of camp it up a little bit and goof around. And I always wondered why these were never released officially. Special thanks to the Beatle people all around the world. And I always wondered how they're going to do it, because if they were to release these, in the past, I said, you know, people are going to think who aren't in the know, people who are already diehard Beatle fans, and these are pretty much for the diehard Beatle fans. But people who are not in the know are going to expect Christmas music. You know, they're going to expect them singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jingle Bells, you know, Silent Night, and really this is just the Beatles having a laugh and goofing off, and there'd be one of these every year. These are reproductions. I'm going to show you one at a time. We'll do it. First Christmas record here. Now, because I don't have these already open, it's going to take some time. So, bear with me. I want to leave the cellophane on these for the moment. You know, I'm not going to take the cellophane off. And this blade that I'm using is not actually the sharpest, I got to tell you. I usually am not a big fan of repackaged stuff, you know, but these are like first time, and I'll tell you why. Because originally when these came out, the discs themselves were flexi discs. Kind of, you could bend the actual disc. They were almost like plastic paper kind of thing. And these here, for the first time, are coming out on vinyl. And each one's going to be a different color. So this is the first Beatles Christmas record reproduction. And they looks like they played 33 1/3 here. 33 1/3 RPM. One side, the second side is blank. And this was the first Christmas record. It was just them having a lark. And I've always liked this one. Next one here from 1964. Another Beatles Christmas record. But anyway, as I was saying, I don't own any of the original flexi discs that were released in the 60s. They're very, very expensive. And I've always been meaning to get them, save for them. This is a good way to get them. And being that they're not flexi discs, but actually vinyl, kind of makes these their own thing, if you know what I mean. It's not like you're buying a facsimile of the original flexis. You're getting something exclusive that's never been out before. Okay, the 1964. This looks, it's kind of photographing orange, but it's actually red. This one seems a little warpy. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. No, it's all right. Maybe a little bit of a wave to it. I don't know. We'll find out when we start actually playing them. This one says 45 RPM on it. Interesting. I thought the first one had said 33 1/3. Am I right? First one said 33 1/3 RPM. So, okay, now we go to Beatles' third Christmas record. It's always been a nice cover, too. That's the thing. You get the facsimile of the covers. The covers are the same sleeves that were originally issued to the fan club members. But as I say, the records being colored vinyl are something completely unique, completely different, and brand new. So I think even though I've got 33 12-inch vinyl albums of all these recordings, 3 times over actually, I think this is going to be my preferred way to listen to them every year. I think I'm going to play one a night. This one says 33 1/3 also. I'm wondering, I don't know if they're misprints. Maybe the 45 one was a misprint, or you have to change the speed. I don't know. Anyway, we got blue vinyl there. Very nice. Then we got, that was for 1965, if I didn't say that. Then we got 1966, Pantomime, Everywhere It's Christmas. And Everywhere It's Christmas is one of the ditties that the Beatles sing. You know, it's funny, you know, they never did a proper full-length Beatles original song, really. But there's enough little snippets here of music to make it fun, even on their own. Okay, now this one here looks to be kind of like a greenish, alien green lime thing. This also says 33 1/3. So the only one that we've had so far is one record that says 45 on it, which I find interesting. Okay, next one. And, you know, as we go on with these, the messages themselves get more and more wacky and outrageous as they go on. And by this time, we're here with Christmas Time Is Here Again. Now, this is the only thing that's really been released from here. The Beatles did a song, original if you want to say, where they basically just sing Christmas Time Is Here Again, O-U-T spells out, and goofing off like that. They've made a version that I think was, I want to say 8 minutes, or is it like, am I thinking of the version of Dig It that's 8 minutes? I'm getting mixed up. Could be 10 minutes, 12 minutes, I don't know. A long version that goes on, and this is the only thing that's been ever released. You can find it when the Anthology project came out. It was released on one of the CD singles, I know that. And we're getting green for the 1967 version. So there is a snippet, a short version of this that runs 3 minutes maybe, 2 or 3 minutes, I think. 33 1/3 again. Green vinyl, my friends. Very nice for festive for the holiday. Great job with these so far. I have to hear them, hear what they sound like. I like the way they look, I'll tell you that. You know, this is one that a lot of people don't like, because when you get to 1968, the Beatles start going their own way. This is the 6th record from 1968, and the Beatles start doing individual vignettes. Instead of doing a lot of the group stuff, they kind of make their own, you know, segments, and everybody gets to do their own thing, and they kind of put them together separately instead of together as a group. But they were drifting apart anyway. And this is, I've always liked the 1968 Christmas record. In fact, you heard me at the beginning, if you were brave enough to watch the opening that I did for this video, where I kind of imitated Tiny Tim singing, "He's a real," I can't do it again, "Nowhere man." Well, just a short little version that Tiny Tim as a guest does on here. And I've always had fun with this one. I don't, not just because of Tiny Tim, but Paul himself, Paul McCartney, actually does "This is to wish you all Merry, Merry Christmas." I think that's 1969. 68, I think he does, look at that, that's beautiful. That's clear vinyl for 1968. I like the black label for a change. That's pretty nice. Clear vinyl. 33 1/3 again, my friends. One of them said 45. But this is the one, as I say, where, you know, Happy Christmas. I think it's this one, is it? I don't want to get them mixed up. Yeah, Happy Christmas, Happy Easter, Happy Autumn, Happy Middlemas, everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody, to you. This is the last one, 1969. A lot of John and Yoko on this one. If you like John and a lot of Yoko, they dominate a lot of this one. But you have Ringo plugging Magic Christian, Magic Christian, Magic Christian. We're going to open up the last one, see what the color is on this. Very happy with the packaging of this set. I haven't talked about sound, obviously, or anything, but just the first impressions. Very happy with the look, the style. Well, an earlier disc I said was orange, that looked orange on camera. Now there's orange. This is definitely orange. Another black label, which is a nice touch. Final 1969 Christmas message. 33 1/3 again. So all but one record here says 33 1/3. Well, I, for one, am a happy Beatle fan. So good to have this. And get yours soon while they last. You know, very excited. A lot of fans didn't really care one way or the other. As I say, you got to be a diehard for this. It's a lot of fun stuff, a lot of goofing around vignettes, singing a little bit of snippets here and there of kind of weird songs and things, but puts me right in the spirit, and I'll be listening to this every year. Thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas.